Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? I figured I could start a couple minutes early and nobody would complain too much. That way I can get through my intro and then people will start trickling in right as we actually start drawing. But, anyways, for those of you who are new, my name is Mike. I am an aspiring professional artist. Um, I would like to end up doing concept art for a video game developer at some point in time. So, my channel is me working towards that goal and hopefully giving a little bit of a pathway as to how you can get there for those of you who would like to also follow along. Um, in my streams, I like to typically do things like gesture drawing and stuff like that. I'll probably start to spice it up a little bit with my next week's stream. I'm thinking about doing like maybe 2 or 3 like figure drawings, which is a little bit different. So it's going to be me trying to move more towards accuracy rather than just gesture. Your gestures should be accurate, but like what I mean is I'll probably have the reference up on the screen so you can see it. I'll draw and then I'll put it over the top and see how I'm doing with this, as far as getting it as perfect as I can. Hey Pumpkin Pie, I have been doing pretty well. I'm a little tired today, but I've been doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to stream today, that's for sure. Hope that you're doing well too. I can also just ask you how you're doing. How are you doing? So today's gonna be a shorter stream. I think the next stream will be longer by nature because it's something I haven't practiced in a little bit. But is that big enough? I think so. Let me make it slightly bigger. Feel a bit empty. What do you mean by that? Sorry to hear that. Alright, let's are you talking about empty as in you're not really sure like what to do next in life and art and what? Alright, let's get going here. I see. Okay. That's okay. Well, you can always hit us up on Discord. Talk a little more if you need to. Yeah, I know what you mean. Alrighty. So again, as I say every time, with my gestures right now, I'm not trying to get them perfect. I'm just trying to get the general feel of the of the figure that I'm drawing. And try to keep the expressive nature of it as well, which can be hard to do at times. So yeah, and really this is pretty much a warm-up as well, like a good warm-up exercise. As a character artist, you'll have to draw a lot of different figures, so it's really good to get that practice in. Some of these, like this one in particular, like I wouldn't say this is necessarily a good figure for character concept art, just because it's pull it this way a little bit. It's not going to give you the ability to show off much of your character's design because there's like foreshortening and things like that. You don't want it to be a plain figure when you're doing it. You want your gesture to really sorry, I just wanted to get that opposing lines theory or curves theory going. You want to make sure whatever gesture that you decide to do is showing off the character of your character. So showing off like what kind of person they are a little bit. Because if you just do just a regular standing pose for all of your characters, you're missing a key part of character design, which is telling a story. So you want to make sure you're telling stories with your characters as you're drawing them. Even if it's subtle, right? Like, For instance, the subtlety of like a head that's facing straight like this versus one that's like this, a person that looks down on other people, that says quite a bit about who they are as a human being or as a creature or what have you. So something even as simple as that, you should have the thought while you're doing it, to kind of add that into your character designs. I really do love this song. I know I say this every single stream, but I sincerely do. It's such a good such a good beat. And again, I would say that this one even isn't necessarily the greatest for character art, but sometimes I like to practice ones that are a little bit more outside of the comfort zone, just so I can get some practice in with stuff that I don't typically do. I mean, granted, everybody has seen me do everyone has seen me do these gestures in particular probably a billion times, but hey Mike, your work is always so fire. Good to see you putting in, the work in. You're true. Thank you, I appreciate that, man. I will say I didn't have a very good creative week this week, but I do appreciate you saying that. Some weeks I feel like, I don't know, it's just hard to get going. But I do like making sure that I have these streams to do weekly, because like just coming in here and the act of like setting up the camera and setting up my gestures and knowing that I'm gonna have a couple of people in here as well, really helps me want to like get back into it a little bit more. So I appreciate y'all for that. And also, how's it going, man? I feel like it's been a little bit since I've seen you on here. I appreciate you joining. I'm getting a lot of these gestures that I would just... Well, this one's not too bad. This one would be decent for a character design. Because it's not so foreshortened that you can't, like, see what's going on with the character. So yeah, I would say this one is probably at least semi-acceptable. You would have to follow this up with another view that's a bit more docile, I think, but oh, that's all right. I didn't really figure, because every time you're doing a stream, mostly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I figured there wouldn't be a lot of people here. I need to do a better job of scheduling the streams prior to, because today I put it on 15 minutes before I started. I don't have an expectation for people to join so much when I do it that way. It's very last minute for people. This one's a bit off. Maybe a little bit shorter for this leg. It's a little better, still a little off. And this actually needs to straighten up a little bit. There it goes, it's a little better. Actually, this is coming towards us. And this one is heading a little bit away from us. So it's really, really important to do what I'm kind of doing right here, which is like breaking down each segment that you're drawing into, is it coming like going away from us, or is it going towards us? This would be a pretty good character design pose. And maybe lacking slightly on personality, just slightly. But good pose in that you you get to see a lot of this character. Uh, but yeah. Also, pumpkin pie. I'm not I mean, it's always. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, it's always extraordinarily nice when I get a bunch of people in here. But I'm not like. I don't know. I'm not doing this just for views. Like, I'm doing this because at some point in time, I know that it'll be helpful for somebody. That's all. Like, even if it's just one, two, three people that these streams are even remotely helpful for me that feels like it's worth doing. Even knowing that some days I'm gonna have times like this one where the stream's going to be relatively light in regards to people showing. It's actually even less of this side of the face that's showing. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to apologize about anything. There is absolutely nothing to apologize about. I appreciate you showing up and giving me some company as I draw. And the other thing is, you didn't have to. You never have to. But the other thing is that it's also been over a week since since we oh wow, this is the exact gesture that's on the thumbnail for today. But what was I saying? I cannot remember. Went away that quickly. But yeah, I just appreciate you showing up at all. Nobody ever has to show up to these. Except for me, of course. Alright. Oh, my face is laggy. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I can see it's like totally lagged out. Alright, I might have to. Let me finish this one, and I'm probably gonna have to just get rid of the face cam for the rest of this one. Thank you for telling me. Yes, I do. Um, Alright, let me pause. Oh, never mind, it's perfect. So I'm gonna... did the face cam catch back up? It looks like it's doing okay now. Yeah, it looks like it's fine now. So we'll keep it for a bit. If the face cam starts getting really laggy again though, just tell me and I'll make sure I turn it off. Because I just don't want that to be a distraction. Alright, so we're gonna do 5 more gestures. We'll look at all of them. I'll kind of give my thoughts on today's gesture drawings, and then we'll kind of end the stream. I know it's a very quick stream, but like I said, we'll start moving towards a little bit more of longer streams here this upcoming week. I just think it'll be longer by nature because I'm going to be doing figure drawing instead of just gesture drawing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And by longer, I mean it'll probably go from about a half an hour to maybe an hour. Alright. And of course, if anybody has any questions or anything along the way, please feel free to ask away. I will do my best to answer your questions. That's perfectly fine with me. Like I said, I just enjoy y'all's company here, so. Even with no questions, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so I do want to take his head and actually pull it down just a bit here. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. So I'll do like a Halloween themed stream and I'll dress up in my Halloween outfit. As long as it comes in on time. And we can have fun. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I mean, I'll have fun, so that's all that really matters. And I'm sure that people in our Discord and stuff would have fun too, so actually look forward to that. Thank you for that idea. I should have thought of it because I'm doing like I'm finally getting like my cosplay and stuff for when I go to Katsucon, and that's what I'm gonna do for Halloween as well. Um, but I should have just thought to do that as a stream because that'd be a lot of fun. All right, let me. Her neck is a bit too big. That's one way, by the way, for those of you who are wondering about things, that you can accidentally make a character that's supposed to be more feminine. You can make them seem or feel more masculine if you accidentally give them necks that are a bit too thick. But that would be cool. I need to do like I want to do like a feedback day on Discord, maybe like once a month. Just like have like a short stream where I just give people some feedback on their stuff, and maybe other experienced artists in our Discord can join as well and give some feedback too. I think that would be really fun. I think her legs are much too long. Yeah, they are. So we will take them, and I'm gonna free transform and shrink them down just a bit. That feels better. I don't recommend that you do that for gesture drawing, to be honest with you. It's probably a bad habit that I have, but if I see that I have the time to get it done, I will. If you are going to do something like that, I would recommend that you do it at the very end. I think maybe one or two more and we'll be wrapping up. Oh wow, that's weird. What are the odds of that? Literally get the same pose except for just a different angle. It's crazy. The reason why that's crazy, by the way, is because there's like 50 images on this folder, and this app cycles through those images randomly. It's not like in any particular order, so that's why I'm saying that that's so weird. I don't know if that's ever happened. I mean, I guess technically probability would tell us that it's bound to happen at some point, right? But I've probably done about 200 live streams of gesture drawing, and probably about 100 of them have been with these particular gestures, and or figures, I should say, and it's never happened in all that time. It's crazy. So this would be, I think, like a pretty good gesture for a character design, especially if it's like a female character that is like, she's supposed to be like kind of like seductive or just like generally like attractive or something like that. This is like a pretty good pose for that, I would say. Because you're seeing a lot, this one in particular actually, you're seeing a lot of the character's like design, and there's a lot of emotion in this particular pose as well. This is an area that I need to work on with my anatomy. One more. Let's get this in. Oh. This is a nice foreshortened pose to end on. Alright, and then we got this here. And then we'll get this lower leg is coming slightly towards us. I need to shrink the head down quite a bit. I think that's about good. And get that. There. There. All right. So let's take a quick look, see what we got for today. I'm pretty happy with these. Definitely getting back into the swing of it after taking such a long break from gestures. Here, let me duplicate this layer just so it's clear for you. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm not too bad, not too bad. But anyways, I will be streaming again next week. I can see that the camera's laggy now. It's annoying. But I'll be streaming again later this week. Probably, I would say it'll end up being Sunday. So a week from today I'll stream probably around the same time, maybe 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. And yeah, we'll do something a little bit different, which is going to be figure drawing instead of just gesture drawing. Two slightly different things. And I probably will only start off doing 1 or 2, and I'll check the time, and then we'll see where to go from there, if I can maybe squeeze in another 1 or 2. But anyways, I hope that y'all have a phenomenal rest of your weekend. Keep drawing. If you want to join the Discord as well, please do so. I believe the link should be in our description below. But yeah, I appreciate all of you for hanging out, even those of you who just kind of quickly came and left. It's perfectly fine. Thanks, Pumpkin Pie. I love you all, and I will catch you on the next stream. Let me see if I can put my mouse. There it is. Peace out.